Hello everyone and welcome to new video. MC Mura here. Today we got something pretty interesting to talk about. Now Street Fighter 6 came out a couple of months ago and that brought with it some new mechanics that we haven't really seen before in Street Fighter. One of the first one is punish counter states, right? So here for example JP is whiffing that heavy kick. If I hit him during the recovery frames, it triggers a punish counter. Like for example this standing medium punch, typically this is +2. If I hit him in a punish counter it becomes +6. Some moves have more dramatic effect like Marisa's heavy punch, etc. You know the drill. Now there are some moves in Street Fighter 6 that seems to defy that behavior, right? For example, this is JP's shadows, right? If I jump over them and I hit him, it's a punish counter. Totally fine, what you would expect. But if JP does, for example, his heavy punch into the whiff shadows, Capcom have programmed this move to not have recovery. So when I hit JP, as you note, I hit him during recovery, like during quote-unquote recovery. But as you can see, it was a counter hit and not a punish counter, right? Again, JP can't block this. He is like supposedly recovering, but the game isn't labeling this as recovery frames, so it's only triggering a counter hit. Now a counter hit, for example, heavy punch from Marisa is +5, so she get jab, right? She get a jab, which means like you get something like this, not very major. But if you hit a punish counter, now she's +7, which means you get a medium, and now you're getting like way bigger punish. So this is an interesting deal, and this technique, this is used all the time with GP players. They want you to try to like parry this to drain your drive gauge, or like even block the heavy punch and then parry, and this is like a drive feint, like they're feinting you to try to whiff your parry. But if you call out the bluff, it's not a punish counter. Also, as you probably know, when you hit someone as a counter hit, their drive doesn't go down. If I hit him as a punish counter, it absolutely does, right? Notice here, his drive actually, he lost some drive because he got hit on a punish counter. Now, this is not the only move for JP that behaves this way. Another one, which is also very common, is now observe, like the most obnoxious move in the game. This is his checkmate. This is I win neutral now because I won one interaction. Well, check this out. He can't block this, yet when he actually hit him out of it, it also is just a counter hit. And again, this is major because, for example, here I'm having less advantage, right? If I hit him out of this for any reason, like did this standing heavy kick, this is a counter hit. But if it was a punish counter, he would have gotten launched here, and well, it would have been a different story. You see this? He wasn't able to block that. So this is a pretty important topic, I feel like. This is something that we need to talk about. And it's not just JP. There are other characters who kinda behave that way. Where is that little devil? DJ, my main. This is something I actually really noticed when I was playing DJ, and again, this is major, right? This is something that I think was probably intentional by Capcom, but for me it doesn't make that much sense. Let's load up his settings, right? Alright. So a lot of DJs will do a block string into the feint, right? And notice this, in this interaction, Marisa is +5, right? He did the fireball feint, and he is probably gonna try to continue on his pressure, right? So if I call this out, it's again only a counter hit. His feint got no quote-unquote recovery frames, so he's never in a punish counter state. Even if you jump his feint, it's still not a punish counter. And it's not just this move. There is another one that is, oh my god, so common with DJ. His sway, right? So even if you call DJ on the sway, even if you predict this, he's also just in a punish. He's not in a punish counter state. He is just in a counter hit, which means he doesn't lose drive, and you don't get rewarded as much, right? And fear not, because this is not Capcom discrimination. This is not something that, oh, Mura, this only works with top tier characters, they are privileged. Heck, this also works with some of the low tier, because Jamie have the same deal, right? And maybe if you ever like played once every blue moon, you fought like one Jamie, maybe you notice this, right? So here is Jamie drinking, and if I hit him during the drink, also it's a counter hit, right? Let's actually pick someone where it would make a big difference. Like let's say, for example, let's say Luke and Jamie, they are the rivals, right? So if I hit Jamie out of this drink, it doesn't trigger a punish counter. It doesn't, even full screen. But check this out, right? If Jamie did one of his hits that can end up to a drink animation, like this target combo, for example, the sweep target combo. Now during the drink, he is in a punish counter state. Which is pretty interesting. Like this is kind of fascinating. Again, if Jamie is sitting full screen, because a lot of Jamie players will do stuff like this and then drink or whatever, right? They can be YOLO sometimes, but if Jamie is drinking and I rush forward to catch him, I don't get that much on this counter hit. Obviously, Luke does get damage, but shouldn't it be this? And I know Jamie is not that great, so maybe we don't punish him that hard, but like, to me, this seems like the more logical route, right? Like he should be in a punish counter state. And again, not just Jamie, because there is another character I noticed this with, right? Which is Lily. Lily's exactly the same deal. If Lily is sitting full screen and is charging her like light condor, if she's doing this full screen, right, she's just charging everything, and like you try to challenge her, right? Again, here I have punish counter always on, but yeah, this will not trigger the punish counter state. She's just in a counter hit. There are other moves in the game like that as well. These are not just these moves, but I find it fascinating how some of these moves behave. Now, obviously, not all of them are as abusable as others, but like JP's ones in particular are like extremely viable. I feel like if JP is approaching me and doing this, and I call him on that bluff, I feel like he should actually get the full punish counter hit because I took a chance here, right? So I don't know. I would love to hear your thoughts about this. Did you notice this behavior before, or did you not? I know there are other moves in the game as like this, for example, but I don't want to show you all of them. Maybe we can keep this to another video. Could be interesting. Love to hear your thoughts about this phenomena in the comment section. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter, and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and stay safe.